We're here today with David Berry from RISCO's award-winning training team. And with RISCO, a proud sponsor of Skills for Security, what does this partnership mean to you when you're in the room with apprentices?
The Skills for Security partnership is the favourite part of my job, first of all. But I think it's the most important part of my job at the same time, and not just for RISCO and not just for skills, but for the industry as a whole. We all know there's an engineer shortage, so doing what we can do to help bring that along and get apprentices into the game is just good for everybody.
Thank you, David. Can you walk us through what you cover and in any ways that you think this gives apprentices the right foundation for their jobs?
Well, every session's always different depending on the volume of the class, but typically everything is 100% practical. We do a brief introduction into the company of RISCO and a bit of my background, but 99% of the session is practical. We build the panels, we go through installs, we go through maintenances, diagnostics. Then we do more practical when we use the cloud software, where we use an iPad on a big screen, and we get the students up and get them to do different tasks and features, but it's 100% practical, no PowerPoints. So that practical element is what they take back to their employers, and therefore it's used in the industry.
As part of the training, you set up Installer Cloud with a focus on our cloud configuration software. So in plain terms, how do you think this is a game changer for new engineers?
Not just new engineers, for all engineers, but from the point of view of an apprentice learning, getting them used to and introduced to and trained up and familiar with cloud platforms is something that's going to be key throughout their careers going forward, as all the modern aspects of the industry are all moving towards a cloud-based platform. So having that real-world experience that we generate and replicate in the classroom will always come in handy for them in the future.
That's a really interesting take that you have on it there, David. Moving on from this, are there any specific light bulb moments during the sessions where you saw all these skills actually click into place?
Yeah, you get those moments in every session, from whether it's the first time they see the bus line technology that the LightSYS Plus system has, to how easy it is to build, install and use a LightSYS system when we do the practical stuff. And it's always when the CCS is introduced to the class and they get to see the speed, the performance and the capabilities of that software, where they get to realise how actually easy and fun the systems are to work with.
Sounds fantastic, David. How does training like this, backed by RISCO sponsorship, help employers get apprentices site ready and faster? What capabilities did he take back?
As the style of RISCO training that I deliver to the students on the Skills for Security courses is 100% practical, everything that we do and everything that we cover is 100% transferable to the on-site skills that they need. But the main thing is if they're not familiar with the system and not familiar with the panel, the confidence of being able to just work with a new system and getting used to it quickly, how you learn it, is probably the skill that they learn the most on the Skills for Security classes.
What's next for RISCO and Skills for Security? Are there any upcoming sessions or resources? And where can learners, tutors or employers go if they want to get involved or explore CCS and LightSYS Plus or LightSYS Air further?
I've got lots of sessions with Skills for Security upcoming, booked in and on the diaries. I'm looking forward to those. I think my next one is at their brand new training centre in Warrington. I've been there a few times, it looks really nice up there. As far as where people can go to get information on the RISCO products, RISCO's cloud and the CCS platform, riscogroup.com is the best way to go. And from there, you can find all the information you'll need. You'll also be able to register for the RISCO University if you want to do a little bit more learning, as well as following us on all the social medias such as LinkedIn, etc., where you can find all the latest updates and technologies that RISCO have to offer.
Thank you, David. And thank you for the interview. David is RISCO UK's Field Sales Engineer, and he leads our Skills for Security learner training, which gives apprentices practical and job-ready skills. Thank you once again, David.
You're welcome, no problem.